Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you that have just joined, and there are a few of you, welcome to my channel. I mainly do Irregular Choice shoes and handbags, but I do other brands as well. So I have got a pair of Irregular Choice today and a couple of other brands. And for those of you that have watched my videos for a long time, thank you so much for spending the time with me and taking the time out of your busy days to just spend a few minutes with me. That's very much appreciated. And for those of you that are just lurking about and watching the videos, I'd really appreciate you pressing that subscribe button and joining a happy, merry band. So what's been happening this week? Well, obviously I had that very exciting unboxing. So if you've not seen that video, because I uploaded it I think Wednesday, because I couldn't wait to wait till Sunday to unbox it. So I did, and plus it was that special that I felt it needed its own video. So I'll link the video below, so if you have time to watch that, great. But this is the normal Sunday. So what's been happening? Oh, it's been absolutely horrendous week at work. I've been on my own on the desk mainly, and it's been pretty bad. I've got one more day of that, I think, or a day and a half of that. So tomorrow I'm dreading, but anyway, just one day. Yeah, so just got to get through that. But we've had such lovely weather, so my new garden furniture is really coming into its own, because you always think, oh, I'll buy all this lovely garden furniture and then I'll get to sit out in it, once in a blue moon. But yeah, I'm getting a lot of use out of it. So as soon as I finish videoing here, I'll be right out there having a nice coffee in the garden. It'll be absolutely brilliant. So I can't wait. But obviously I'm happy spending time with you guys. So what else has been happening? Oh, I had this mad idea of getting contact lenses. Not to get rid of my glasses, because my glasses are part of my style. But I thought, because I've got sunglasses I've got my prescription in, and then I've got a range of sunglasses that I'm going to use as readers, so they don't have any prescription in whatsoever. I thought, if I got prescription contacts, if I then wanted to use those sunglasses that don't have the prescription in, I can put contacts in, and then I can make them that I can see as well. Yeah, which everyone was quite on board with. The thing most people weren't on board with is I've got some glasses from Vuglam, just normal glasses. And I thought, well, I could put my contacts in and then put those glasses over, like put these over. And it was like, what? So you can see, and then you're putting glasses over the top. But I just think of these as like an accessory. So to me, it was just, whatever. Anyway, I went to check whether they were suitable. They said yes. Went back the week later at Specsavers. I can't fault the service. So they said, right, within a week the lenses were in. They said, come and have your training, and we'll also do an eye health check as well. So I went along, and I knew I would have no bother getting them in, because I used to have gas permeables like 20 odd years ago. So the technique's still there. Boom, boom, in. But I could not get them out. It's a different technique to the gas permeable. Gas permeable, you pull your eye and it'd kind of lift, so you could just kind of take it out. But what I found difficult with this was, obviously, once I had the contacts in, I had my distance eyes, so I could see far away. But I can't see close up. It made it worse close up, having those in. So when she said, and I could slide it, I could feel it to slide it to the corner, and then she's got the ripple, you can just pull it there. I can't see that. It's like I'm completely blind. I can't see now, and the close-up's gone. So eventually I did manage to get them out. And then I got called into the optician, so I had to put another set in. No problem. And she checked the fit and everything. And then she says, right, take them out and we'll do your eye check. Well, I could not get, my eyes were literally red raw. And I just couldn't, because I couldn't see where to grab them. And she said I was being too gentle, and I didn't feel comfortable going harder. And she said, look, come in for some more training. And I was like, no, I don't think this is going to work for me, and these are the reasons why. If I was wanting them full time, then I would go home, persevere. I've got Freya who has them, and she would help me, and I would persevere. But I only want them for occasional use, so I wouldn't have that opportunity to build it up. I wanted to use them like when I was on holiday, or yeah, occasionally at work when I wanted to wear those other glasses. But generally it'd be like months in between, that's why I like the dailies, that you could just put them in, get rid of them, the self-contained units. And I just felt, God, I'd be on holiday, put them in, and then I was struggling getting them out, and I would be so stressed. And I mean, the girl was, absolutely amazing, saying, look, if you change your mind anytime, we can come and give you more training, don't worry, sometimes, you get stressed and it makes it worse. So, the option's still there, but I'm all about eliminating stress out of my life. And I just don't think I would build up the confidence. And I think as you get older, you don't have the confidence. I mean, Freya has long nails and she gets them out, no bother. But Leo, he tried them and he said, oh, I found it difficult. And when I got in from a night out, I was stressing, so he ended up giving up. So that made me feel a bit better and not like old and useless. But anyway, it is what it is. So what have I got to start with? Well, funny enough, a pair of sunglasses. I know. You don't have to say anything. Very vintage Chanel. Battered old case. Great, fine, don't care. And the glasses are very light, actually. So I think if I'm taking a selection of readers, I'm always looking for ways of saving luggage weight. So they're very plain at the front. It's very plain. But, I like that vintage shape. But it's at the side. You've got Chanel in all the different coloured letters. I just love that, pop of colour at the side. Chanel. And they were really cheap. Very light. Yeah, I just think they look fab. So another pair to my collection. That they're probably going to go to Bodrum, and I can read on my sun lounger in these. And they really like to chuck in my bag after and put my actual seeing eyes sunglasses. So yeah, I'm really pleased with them. Just like tortoise shell rim. And it's nice that they come in the case. I mean, I won't be taking the case. I've got my roll of sunglasses. Well, I take more than one roll. And now I've got a tray as well. Anyway, let's not dwell on that. It's going to be a minefield trying to get it down to whatever. Anyway, what else have I got to show you? So, after getting that spectacular item this week that obviously I filmed, I want to show you another Kate Spade piece. I love the items that I get from Kate Spade, and as I say, the company has a funny mix. It has classic and then it has quirky. Which side am I going to jump on? Definitely the quirky side. So I saw this bag on the website and I thought, love the colour, absolutely love that bright green, the patent, the fact you've got Kate Spade here. I just love that, and it's got this like ruched handle. But other than that, I just thought, meh. Until I thought, what's that thing at the other end? What is that? Let's get a closer picture. And then the minute I saw what that thing was, I was sold. I was absolutely sold because I understood the concept of the bag. And I'll show you it now. It's a paint tube, so it's like rolled up here, so it's like squeezed, and you've got your Kate Spade on there, and you've got the opening of the tube of paint. So that is like the paint squeezed out, making the handle, which I think is just brilliant. I love that, and it says Kate Spade green, and then the number of the, and it just looks like a squeezed tube. And as I say, so now the shape of that makes total sense because it's like the paint oozing out. And even the ring pull on the zipper is the actual top of the paint tube. So they've used that as your puller on your bag, which I think is fantastic. Again, sorry, it's got the dust bag in. And why change the habit of a lifetime and forget to take the stuff in out. It's just green inside. Oh, it's got all the silica gel. Hard to see in, but it's just green inside. I've not actually used it yet. I mean, it's quite a small bag, but it'll get all your essentials in. I absolutely love it. I just thought this was hilarious. And then, yeah, comfy to hold. Doesn't come with a crossbody. I don't care. I'm not bothered. I suppose because you wouldn't have anywhere on this side to hook it, but I don't care. I love it. Now, I haven't really jumped on the bag charm train that it seems to be continuing this year. Everyone's like putting loads of bag charms on, and you see all these beautiful Hermes bags and they're like covered in charms. I do have an odd couple on my handbag I use for work, but you know, they were gifts from people and I've bobbed them on. I've got a beautiful one from Alison, my friend, that she handmade for my birthday with a bee, because the bees are very special to us in Manchester, and she hand embroidered, so that's special. That's gone on my bag. But I'm not really one for putting loads of bag charms on unless it's special or it makes sense. So I did buy a bag charm. So they had a paint tube bag charm, but I thought, well, I've already got the paint tube's there. But I got a little paintbrush, and look how beautifully made that is. It's like a wooden handle, and then you've got the silver leather there, and it's got like Kate Spade branding on there, and then you've got like little beads that make as though they've dipped the brush in the paint. And I thought, because it was green as well, you're thinking, oh yeah, that makes sense, you know, it's like dipped the brush in the paint. So I just thought that looked and just added to the bag. I mean, look, I don't care. You know, whatever gives you joy. If you want like loads of bag charms on your bags, that's fine. It's whatever gives you joy. Like there's all that trend on the Labubus, you know, them little furry creatures that loads of people are collecting. That's not for me. It doesn't spark joy for me, so I'm not going to spend money on that. But if that sparks joy for you, perfect. Go and cover your bags, you know, and that's great. But this, for me, I just loved. I absolutely loved. It gave me joy and makes perfect sense for the bag. So I'm really, really chuffed with that. I think it's absolutely stunning. yeah, so really pleased. Love a handheld, as you know. If you've been watching me for a while, you know that's my favourite kind of bag. So there you go. No feet on the bottom, plain on the back. But yeah, little paintbrush, cute. So, what's the last thing I've got for you? Well, I buy and I sell a lot of Irregular Choice. And whenever I've sold a pair of shoes, I've never regretted it. I've never regretted a pair apart from one pair. And all the years, there's only one pair I've ever regretted selling. And it's from one of my most favourite collections, the Alice in Wonderland collection. My other most favourite collection is the Star Wars. But the Alice collection, it was just on another level, and I just loved everything about it. And I've got a whole cabinet of shoes from that collection. But I did sell one pair, and I literally regretted it the month after. I was like, why did I do that? And as I've told you, the bottom's fallen out of the Irregular Choice market. So you are picking shoes up a lot cheaper. But these particular shoes were still selling for 200, 300. So I couldn't justify when I'd sold them. And I did get a good price for them when I did sell them. I couldn't justify buying them back for that. Well, I'm just scrolling. And I'm actually scrolling on a page that I'm a moderate, an admin on, and I see them and they're at this incredible price, and they've only been up like 5 days. So how I'd missed them, I do not know. And I was like, oh my god, oh my god. So I'm like, oh my god, if they're still available, put interest, blah blah blah. Anyway, they come back, yeah, they're still available. I'm like, what, after 5 days at that price? Oh my god. So we did the deal. She sent them really quickly. They're in, because she's had them just in her cabinet. They've gone straight into my cabinet. So, yeah, they're pristine. So let me show you the shoes that gave me so many regrets. But I have no regrets now because they're back in my collection. So here they are. They're black. They've got this like fringing at the front and these red hearts. And then you've got this embroidery anglaise frill going around the shoe. This might give you the clue as to what the character heel is. And then you've got these black sequins. And then here he is. Look at him. Now, I do have this heel in a rarer shoe than this. It's like one that's got like iridescent pink sequins and cakes and everything they've thrown on. But that pair didn't come with the pom-pom. It came with just about everything else in the kitchen sink. Actually, why don't I get that one just to compare? So this is the other one. So it's the same heel. So I had a version of this heel. But this, and they would say this one's rarer. It's rarer to see. It's got the floral pattern here, and it's got little donuts and beads and cakes and gold ribbon and pearls. It's literally got everything in the kitchen sink. No pom-pom though. And then these iridescent pink sequins. So I did have a version of the rabbit heel. So you're thinking, well, why did you really miss those other ones? I just did. I like the red hearts on it. I'll just put that down there. I like the red hearts. I like the simplicity of the black and white sequins. I loved this pom-pom, the glitter. I just absolutely loved it, and I missed it. I missed having that in my collection. So I have these beside each other now, so we can see the uppers and the rabbits. So yeah, I'm really happy that this is back in my collection. I'll show you the bottom of the shoes. Pristine, as I say, pristine. So you've got the rabbit painted, and they'll not get worn, apart from when I do my walking video now. And then I'll go back in the cabinet. And you think, well, that's a waste of time, but if you're a collector, you understand. Oh my god, just so happy to have them back. So, what have I got for you next time? I've got another Kate Spade bag. I mean, this next one is more classic. Yeah, it is actually. But it was, I originally saw it in Glasgow when I was there on my first trip there this year, and it was very striking across the shop. Very striking. It was like, whoa, what is that bag? And I really liked it. And as I say, it's more classic. I mean, it has got a bit of a funky edge to it, but it is more classic than quirky. And when I bought the squeeze bag, that's what that one's called, squeeze, as in squeeze the paint. It gave me like a percentage off for some, so I got that with a big discount. So yeah, so I'll show you that, and I'm sure I'll have other bits. I'm not expecting to have any sunglasses, but I'm not even promising that anymore because I completely fail at that. So stay irregular, guys. Don't follow the crowd because it's so boring. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys. Thanks for watching, and well, I'm going out to enjoy the sunshine. Hope it's sunshining wherever you guys are, and you have a nice day. Bye guys, see you in a couple of weeks. Bye.